check. Turn that down a little bit. Don't want to freak you guys out. Gonna bring the volume of my headphones down a little bit as well. Let me know if it's coming in too hot for you guys. Seems okay on the monitor. Check. Okay, so hey guys, welcome to our resting place, ASMR. Good to see you this fine evening. Clocked off work quite late and thought I would jump on stream because I didn't get a chance to saw a video at all in any way, shape or form this evening, so I didn't want to miss out on the chance to just say hi, chat for a little bit or something. I don't know, not too long, maybe 10-20 minutes or something. Who have we got here? Sophia, hi, I'm still working, but I want to pass by, show my support and say hi for a little. Hope you're well. Cheers, Sophia, I'm good. I hope that you're keeping as well as can be as well. And that work isn't too taxing for you, my friend. Look at that, I got a free coffee for my 5 a.m. start, courtesy of Mackie D's. I swear to God, they should be sponsored by them, but at this point, the amount of black coffees I get from them. Wanted to talk about spirituality. Do you have anything that you believe in that might help you get through the day? Are you a spiritual person? Are you a religious person? Do you have that faith in something bigger? Because I'm really trying to keep the existential dread at bay more often than not these days. I work from home, but it's been busy. Oh, that's awesome that you work from home, Sophia, and I suppose it's a double-edged sword with it being busy. It's good to have the work and to have, I guess. We've got here Squid. Good to see you, sir. Iawn, mate. Iawn, sut wyt ti? How are you? Nice to gweld chdi. Good to see you, my friend. Ti worth the bid, mate. You're worth the world, my friend. And I hope that you're having a good Monday evening, wherever you are in the world. So I've been going through a lot of TED Talks recently, trying to find some sort of, some sort of reassurance or comfort in something beyond our physical manifestation, I guess, beyond the world as we know it. With having loved ones who are on the terminal side of things, I guess I feel a little bit lost sometimes because I have no belief like that, I find like videos like because that YouTube channel incredibly interesting, but it doesn't really offer much in the way of comfort, I guess, really. The old existential dread kind of sets in after a while, I guess, And surely I'm not alone in feeling that way, right? Oh, we got Sophia. I'm not really religious. Hard to believe in some things. By the way, we have the same headphones, do we? I don't even wear these headphones. I don't even have the volume up on them, to be honest with you, but it's cool that we've got the same headphones on. Just because of the latency and the feedback of the video, it's always like a delay, so it throws you off when you're talking. Anyway, I digress. So I've been trying to piece together my own little belief system, or something that would kind of get me through. And I've been checking out the work of Dr. Sam Pania. Dr. Sam Pania is an emergency resus cardiologist who resuscitates people in the emergency room, and he's been running a scientific study for the past number of years about near-death experiences, and he has some great stuff. His videos are on YouTube, where he documents the out-of-body experience, and he talks about like people being able to, when on returning back to consciousness, being able to recall specific events that happened in the emergency medical room that weren't possible because they were kaput. They were declared dead. Things like conversations that surgeons had, or actions that surgeons took, or specific pieces of paper that were strewn around the emergency room. That to me is really quite interesting, and that seems to be something that's been documented several times. He even talks about putting specific cards up on the top of the emergency medical room in case this near-death experience happens, and the so-called consciousness or soul or spirit floats above the physical body and is able to observe these images just above the medical room. But I'm not sure how far along he got in his study, but things like that offer me a little bit of comfort, especially if they're coming from a scientific angle, I guess, you know. I'm very nihilistic personally. I wish it was spiritual. Sophia, what channel is that? That's Dr. Sam Pania. I'll just type it into the chat here. His stuff is really interesting. And he seems to actually run controlled studies on near-death experiences, and he can articulate his work much better than I can explain it on the stream, really. But I guess I'm searching for something, I think, more than anything else. I found myself being drawn to trying to make sense of the world more and more each day. Trying to constantly work on myself in order to, I don't know, be a more understanding person and a less judgmental person. Less of a butthead. And I don't know. It's a rough one to make sense of sometimes, I guess. If we all just knew what was coming next, there might be a lot more cohesion in the world, for starters, reducing all that anxiety of the unknown and people who reported having near-death experiences spoke about coming back with an incredibly altruistic mindset, that the experience was so markedly different from anything that they'd ever had, that it completely changed their worldview, and that's quite striking. And it seems to be in the hundreds of thousands, if not millions, by this time now. And to me, it's quite interesting as technology advances and the human age increases, the age to live to, that they're able to bring people back who've been clinically deceased for longer and longer periods of time. And it feels like that movie with Keith Sutherland is becoming more and more of a reality as we go. Like, what was it, Flatliners? I don't know if you ever watched that. I watched that when I was a kid. It freaked me out completely. Oh God, you're always curious about that stuff. Yeah, I think we all are intrinsically, aren't we? We're survival creatures, aren't we? Don't be so hard on yourself. We shall learn from our mistakes. Trying to compete. Yeah, absolutely, Sophia. Completely agree with you. Goodness is subjective. Yes, it very much is fluid. Yeah, I don't know. I'm slowly watching a parent fall away with dementia, and there's no way to be able to control it or save her. And I don't know, it's almost like, helplessness, I think. Helplessness, I think. Hi, Ethereal. Good to see you, my friend. I hope that you're keeping as well as can be. So yeah, having a belief system isn't necessarily a bad thing. I think it can really offer comfort. It's just I wish I was able to believe in something concrete like that, Ethereal, I feel you, I really do. Yeah, I know you do, Ethereal, I know you do. There are things that are out of control. Yeah, absolutely, Sophia. It's hard sometimes, especially when it's people that are close to us. Yeah, definitely. If it's a stranger, it's easier to have that perspective and that distance as well, isn't it? That emotional distance and that rational distance. I hope you're coping with it okay. My nan's going through a similar situation, but yeah. Oh, your nan is as well. But it's impossible not to feel helpless. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's, we strive for control in some domain of our lives as human beings. And spirituality can offer that, or some religious belief can offer that in a so-called afterlife. But it's just something I can't bring myself to believe in. It's strange. Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of life to live, and there's a lot of enjoyment and good times to have ahead. I guess what matters most is the effect that you had on others, and hopefully that being a positive thing. I guess it all comes round to love, doesn't it? It's probably as simple as love, isn't it? It's as simple as that. It's like that scene out of, I don't know if you ever watched it, American Beauty, where Spacey at the end, I'm not going to spoil the ending, but if you know what I'm talking about, it's kind of like that, I guess. Yo, bro, you want to play basketball? It's too late for basketball, Francis. It's too late for basketball. It's almost midnight here, mate. Thank you, though. What we got? I love my crystals and try to meditate. It helps my anxiety a lot. You know, meditation's a practical thing, isn't it? Yeah, meditation, the breath, the anchor. The one thing that stays with us indefinitely, the breath. I don't know, I guess maybe the Buddhist ideals are kind of nicer, kinder in some ways, less blame casting. I don't know, they seem to have a few interesting points to their belief system. I don't know, I'm not discounting anyone's belief system. Je suis français. What is your nationality? I am, is it Gauloise? Welsh. Welsh, I am, my friend. Dwi o Cymru. And the good thing is there's no rules when you meditate. You do you. Yeah, definitely. I did the 8-week mindfulness course, and I got up to like the 40-minute body scan, and it was good to do. It was really good to do. It was very, very satisfying going to those classes. I just fell out of touch with it, you know. When tour was on, you know, some years we were touring like 250 dates. Something like that out of the year or something. It was ridiculous, as well as juggling the masters and stuff, so I wasn't able to meditate, but it's important. There's that Headspace app that's really good, worth trying. I'll play basketball with you. What's your ici on dit salut, nous aussi. I'm not sure what SLT means. Je parle un peu français, Francis. But yeah, spirituality, does it give you comfort? I'm trying to find something that gives me a sense of control over the absurd. So I'm exploring spirituality to see if there's anything worthwhile there, although I'm probably stuck firmly in empirical evidence until something new comes along and usurps science, right? In the same way that science usurped religion or something. I don't know. We're all sense-making creatures. Yeah. What is your favourite trigger? My favourite trigger? I like massage ASMR's road packets. I like the way that they scratch on the ears. When I was a kid, I think it was like soft speaking or watching hair brushing or something like that when I was like 4 years of age. Yeah, what about you, Sophia? What's your favourite trigger? Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm going to wrap this up now. It's going on 20 minutes and I've rambled at you long enough. I'll go with you earlier. I don't necessarily believe in anything spiritual, but I have an oracle and tarot cards that I like to use and look through for comfort. That's cool, ethereal. I don't know too much about Oracle and Tarot cards, so I'll have to check that out further, I think. We got Francis, Sophia, I have watched you channel and there's no face. There's no your face. Rhaid I bawb ffeindio rhywbeth sy'n gallu helpu ni cario ymlaen heb gwybod beth yw'r pwynt. Wir, mate. Very true. We have to find something to keep us going. Sophia, I love brushing, liquid sounds, and so many more. I'm an ASMR addict. It's wonderful, isn't it? It's really, really wonderful, and it's great how big it's got as a community, and how wholesome it is. Really, how many people are really getting into it in a big way. You know, I think it's really cool, really, really cool, and how supportive the community is. I'm finding myself following more and more people on Twitter and Instagram each day just to keep up with all the content in between the 12-hour shifts. The artwork is peaceful, I find. Which artwork is here? Do you think that too much liberty killed liberty? If yes, why? Oh, I don't know. It's a balance of everything, isn't it, Francis? You know, if you lean too far one way or the other, there's never going to be a happy medium. I think it's cool, you know, because I think it's cool. This is true. What's about sounds? Yeah. Direct. Premise. Work. Yeah. Definitely with you on that one. Some of the work they do with like the cups and stuff is really, really awesome to look at. It leaves a lot to interpretation, it really does. Right, I'm going to go and grab a coffee and then hit the bed. Thanks for stopping by this evening, or wherever you are in the world. I just wanted to talk for a bit. I'm going to wish you a good evening. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.